highest summits of a great volcanic mountain range, 1,800 miles long and mostly underwater. The volcanism that has built them is now restricted to the southern end of the island chain, and today the only volcanoes vigorously active are Kilauea and Mauna Loa on the island of Hawaii. Halema'uma'u is a deep pit in the floor of Kilauea's summit caldera and is the main vent of the volcano. Because of many eruptions, Halema'uma'u has undergone great change in size and shape. Today it is half a mile across. An eruption on the floor of Halema'uma'u often begins as a line of lava fountains along a fissure. The temperature of this erupting lava is about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, making these Hawaiian lavas among the hottest on Earth. The lava is charged with gas, making it surge violently as it breaks to the surface through the molten lake that covers the floor of Halema'uma'u. Activity during an eruption can change abruptly. Fissures that produce spectacular fountains and cascades can open on the wall of Halema'uma'u. A thin crust has formed on this lava lake which covers the floor of Halema'uma'u, and a spatter rampart is built up around its edge. Currents in the lake rupture the crust, and fragments are dragged down into the liquid. Gases bubble to the surface from the sinking crusts and cause secondary fountains a few feet high. Rivers of lava from the isolated fountains feed the gradually rising lava lake. In this way, the floor of Halema'uma'u has risen as much as 300 feet during a single 4-month eruption. In typical eruptions, magma rising toward the surface fills a reservoir beneath Kilauea's summit. As the volcano becomes inflated, the magma can push to the surface for an eruption in Halema'uma'u or elsewhere in the summit area. Lava fountains are caused by gas dissolved in the magma. As the magma rises to the surface and pressure is relieved, the gas effervesces and squirts the liquid hundreds of feet into the air. This Kilauea Iki fountain is about 700 feet high. Later during the eruption, the same fountain was measured at 1,900 feet, the highest on record. From the air, the Kilauea Iki fountain dwarfs the Ohia forest on the rim of the crater. A cinder cone is being built to the right of the fountain. Following a summit eruption, magma that has worked its way underground along systems of fractured rocks known as rift zones can erupt on the lower flanks of the mountain. This rift eruption in 1960 occurred close to the sea, 30 miles from the summit. Groundwater has penetrated the plumbing of the volcano, producing violent steaming from many of the vents. These vents roar with explosive fury. Eruptions like this one at Kilauea Iki often begin with lava spurting from a long row of vents, many of which usually become sealed off soon after the outbreak. Here, the 1969 activity at Mauna Ulu becomes restricted to a single vent. The eruption continues long enough to produce a small shield-shaped volcano on Kilauea's east rift, filling craters and obliterating forest in the process. Smaller fountains, popping from vents along the rift zone, often build spatter cones. This vent broke out in the middle of a county road in 1955. Cinder and spatter cones are common features of the rift zones of Hawaii. 13,677-foot Mauna Loa is a classic example of a dome-shaped shield volcano built entirely of its own fluid lava flows. A cloud of gas rising from the summit can be the first evidence of an eruption. Mauna Loa is famous for its curtain of fire, a continuous line of lava fountains that burst out along a rift zone of the mountain. This curtain of fire is 13 miles long, but usually this phase lasts less than a day, and eruptions like those on Kilauea become centered around a few main fountains. A new flow of pahoehoe lava rolls outward from the base of the distant fountains. Pahoehoe flows are fluid and hot, so hot that a solid crust has no chance to cover the flow, but instead continually tears with a forward movement. The flow rolls onward like the tread of a tractor. The center of the lava river moves faster than the margins, causing ridges on the flow surface to bend downstream. This mushy textured pahoehoe is issuing from a small vent only 6 feet from the camera. A ropey surface develops as fluid lava drags and wrinkles its cooling skin. Watch the skin form on this pahoehoe toe. Pahoehoe flows may cool like this or with a smooth and billowy surface. A flow can develop great speed on a steep slope. This lava river with its standing wave is traveling faster than 20 miles an hour. As in a river of water, speed is greatest when a flow is constricted in a narrow channel. It is hard to realize this lava is thousands of times more viscous than water. A'a is another type of lava. A'a has the same composition as pahoehoe, but loss of gas and cooler temperature give it a different appearance. The clinkery surface rubble rides on a pasty core that is exposed where blocks break off as the flow pushes slowly forward. This A'a flow is moving about 100 feet an hour through a papaya patch. Typical movement of A'a is seen in this faster flow in a sugarcane field. When the flow finally stops, it will have a jumbled surface but a solid, dense interior. Flows from the great eruptions often reach the ocean. A massive flow from Mauna Loa plunges into the sea on the Kona coast of Hawaii. This lava flow adds new land to the island of Hawaii. Much of the surface of the earth is of volcanic origin. And wherever active volcanoes display their awesome power, man can watch the construction of this land. The earth we live on continues to provide dramatic evidence of its perpetual change.
How to make it a tourist attraction?
No, it's not. It's not fresh.
For $10,000 a person. That was prior to fuel adjustment, right? Well, if you were planning to take a trip up now, let's go back to the seismograph. He's tried a beautiful black sand beach out in the area, and the driver told the cousins not to walk in the area, but to disregard where they were walking on an area, and they were standing on an area that was just about a 2-inch cross, and no way you could tell was a 2 went up, and she didn't go down the low land, for example, here on the right. Now, she followed the hop. It's like a woman, you can never predict.
Yeah.
But pretty soon I'll be walking because there's ladies, quite a bit ladies in the bus today. It's like,
Did you see that? Looks like somebody bulldozed it up.
so if you're planning to take the trip up to the moon, that was prior to fuel adjustment. Now it's higher than 10,000. Tell them not to go as much, you don't go on the road. So I'll be going back and come back. Right into this crack, you can see red, the lava.
Oh, how am I? Could right now? No, not right now.
Now, no. Right, you can see the molten lava moving.
Yeah.
So you start.
Is that hot in today?
What was happening was like the whole by doing it, they come back and check. So what happened is from our back there,